get an update on the death of the woke left. Papa's strumming his busted sixth string with a smirk and a vendetta. What's good, my boys? It's your old man, Papa, back on the mic for the boys, where we slice through the world's nonsense like a hot knife through a woke snowflake's feelings. I'm talking to you, sons, about the woke circus lighting fires across the country. DEI disasters, gender wordplay, CRT sermons, cancel culture tantrums, and corporate con jobs. These ideas are selling themselves as justice, but they're coming off like a bad stand-up routine at a vegan barbecue. We're gonna skewer 'em, boys, with humor so wry it can curl a hipster's mustache. But listen up. Be gentle with the folks pushing this stuff. They're just lost in the sauce, too wrapped up in their causes to be any practical good to anybody. Be hard on the ideas and their half-baked policies, 'cause they're dropping the ball worse than a fumble in the Super Bowl. So grab a cold one, sit tight, and let Papa, strumming his sorry guitar, tear into these woke flops in 5 points with good old-fashioned sharp, snarky wit and ready to rumble. One, quotas over quality. What a shocker. All right, sons, let's start with DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, or as you and I have already exposed it, didn't earn it. The woke crowd's out there pushing programs to fix systemic bias like it's fixing a leaky pipe with a sledgehammer. Companies like Walmart and Meta are backpedaling faster than a politician caught in a scandal, and states like Florida and Texas are banning DEI in schools because it's less about fairness and more about checking identity boxes. Picture this. Some poor sap loses a job because the quota says, "Sorry, buddy, we need less of your kind." The 2023 Supreme Court already called BS on this race-based admissions. But the woke warriors keep swinging, and it carries on until it's confronted. Oh, sure, let's hire based on skin tone. That'll solve racism, huh? Can't make this dumbass stuff up. Be gentle with DEI cheerleaders, boys. They're trying to save the world in their own minds, maybe. But be hard on the idea. It's a policy that trades merit for metrics. And when you're citing talent for a diversity spreadsheet, you're not lifting anybody up. You're just shifting who gets screwed. Show me data that DEI is closing gaps without opening new ones, or it's just a feel-good fiasco. Gender identity. Words are the new reality, apparently. Next up, the gender identity circus, where the woke brigades decided words like man and woman are just suggestions. Arkansas Governor Sanders banned nonsense like birthing person from state docs. Good for her. Calling a mom. Florida's cracking down on gender talk in schools, and the woke crowd's crying foul, saying it's an attack on trans rights. Meanwhile, parents are losing it over kids being taught to pick pronouns before they can spell them. And women's sports? Let's just say biological males are winning trophies that ain't theirs. Great. Let's rewrite biology and make everyone feel included. Be gentle with folks navigating their gender sons. They're wrestling with their own broken psychological battles. But be hard on this idea. Policies that force new language or let biology take a back seat to feelings are a masterclass in ignoring reality. Prove these rules don't trample fairness like women's sports or kids' safety, or it's just ideology playing dress-up as compassion. CRT, history lessons or guilt trips. Then we got critical race theory, the woke sermon that says America's a racist machine and every white kid's gotta atone for it. Even though white America stopped slavery. Over the objection of slavist Democrats, by the way. Did you know that the height of slavery days in America, only 2% of Americans owned slaves? The first slave owner was himself a black man, and slavery has existed in the world for thousands of years. The most recent cultures resisting the abolition of slavery are Arab and African. States like Florida and Texas are banning CRT from schools because parents are sick of the homework telling their kids to check their privilege. Or they call the founding fathers a bunch of slave-driving villains. The woke folks swear it's just teaching history's dark side, but when a 10-year-old comes home thinking he's a bad guy because of his skin, that's not education, it's a shakedown. Oh, yeah. Let's fix racism by making kids hate themselves. Brilliant! Be gentle with the teachers pushing this, boys. They're caught in the crossfire of possibly good intentions, though incredibly self-serving and misguided. Be hard on the idea. Policies that shame one group while preaching equity ain't building bridges, they're burning them. Show me how CRT teaches truth without dividing kids into oppressors and oppressed, or it's just a lecture with a grudge. For cancel culture, mob rule in a moral mask. Cancel culture's next, where the woke police are out here playing judge, jury, and executioner over bad jokes and old tweets. It's fading, but still alive, this cancel culture garbage. Comedians are getting blacklisted for lines that don't pass the purity test. Profs, like me, are losing their jobs for wrong opinions, and regular folks are getting fired for something they said in 2012. The Trump admin's ripping woke terms out of federal docs, and soon, hopefully, the Smithsonian Institution. And states are passing free speech laws to stop the madness. The woke crowd calls it accountability. I call cancel culture a tantrum with a Twitter account. Sure, let's ruin lives because someone's feelings got hurt. That's progress. Be gentle with folks caught up in this, sons. cancelers and canceled alike, they're all just humans messing up, even though they're destroying lifelong relationships along the way. But be hard on the idea. Policies that let mobs dictate who's in or out are a coward's way of dodging debate. Prove canceling fixes more than it's breaking. Or it's just a witch hunt with a better Wi-Fi. 5. Woke capitalism. Profits in a woke package. Last up, woke capitalism, where brands like Nike with their Kaepernick ads, or Starbucks with their bias training, Disney with their idiotic LGBTQ agenda-driven productions, are selling you social justice like it's a new flavor of latte. Meanwhile, they're dodging taxes and paying pennies to overseas workers. Boycotts are hitting companies like Harley-Davidson because folks are done with the act, calling out brands for preaching inclusion while their own houses are dirty. Oh, look, a rainbow logo. That'll fix the world. Be gentle with the workers stuck in these companies, boys. They're just trying to get by. But be hard on the idea. Policies that let brands play woke for profit while ignoring their own sins are scams wrapped in a sermon. Show me a company that changed lives, not just ad campaigns, or it's all a corporate con job. Fortunately, St. Sidney Sweeney has shocked the mainstream of us into remembering that being white is not something to be ashamed of. Being gorgeous is not something that denies people the right to be fat and ugly. My personal qualities. And being intelligent does not equate to racism. All right, sons, here's the deal. This woke nonsense, DEI, gender word games, CRT, cancel culture, and corporate posturing is a parade of bad ideas dressed up as salvation. Be gentle with the folks pushing this stuff. They're probably drinking their own Kool-Aid, thinking they're saving the world, but be hard on the ideas and their policies. They're flopping harder than my guitar strings on a bad day. These things need to prove they're fixing problems with data, not just feeling good for themselves. Or they're just fueling a culture war that nobody wins. Well, the right is winning now in the end. Keep your heads clear, your beers cold, and your BS detectors on high. Papa's strumming this busted guitar for you, 'cause I want you growing stronger in a world where ideas gotta earn their keep. This is Papa for the boys.